What's up everybody? Today in Oblivion Remastered, I'm going to show you how to complete the quest, Find the Heir. So we're going to start this quest by first traveling to the city of Akatosh, and here's where we are on the map right here. So the first thing we'll want to do is climb up this mountain. And once we reach the top of the mountain, we'll be greeted by Sablia and Mateus.
Stand back, civilian.
And if you choose the first option for help, it's going to initiate the quest, breaking the siege of Akatosh. And then we'll say, I'll do whatever I can.
Don't know how to close this gate.
When you talk to Mateus, you can ask him about Martin, and he'll let us know that Martin's inside of the chapel of Akatosh. And we'll also want to simultaneously complete the quest, breaking the siege of Akatosh. So these quests are kind of intermingled together. So the first thing we'll have to do is make our way past the Oblivion Gate and make our way to the chapel. Once you enter into the plaza here, there'll be a couple of enemies, smaller enemies. And once you take care of them, you can then head inside of the chapel here. And Brother Martin will be right over here. Here he is.
Have you brought help? I'll go with you when we can all leave here together.
He's going to let us know he's not going anywhere until we help free these people. So to do that, we'll have to complete the quest, breaking the siege of Akatosh. If you've already spoken to Mateus at the entrance, you're already going to have this quest, but if not, we're going to head back to the Oblivion Gate and speak with him again. Talk to Sablian, and then go through his dialogue options, and just activate the quest, breaking the siege of Akatosh. And now we'll be ready to head into this Oblivion Gate here.
Thank the Nine.
And at this point, you can send this guy either back to the captain and help him defend there, or you can have him follow you and help you out. I'm just going to send him back, but you can always, if you have him stay with you, he can help you with some of the fights ahead. Alright, so the gate in front of us will be closed. Just want to head over to the left here. And as you make your way along this path, just beware of some of the falling rocks coming from the right side. And you can loot these fleshy pods, they'll have some gold in them. Make our way around to the main tower, then we'll want to head inside this big door to the Blood Feast. Once you're inside, there'll be two small enemies in here, and then you'll want to head inside either door to the Rending Halls. You'll find some Daedric enemies once you start going up this pathway, so be careful. Try not to get hit by their magic spells. And once you make it up top here, you want to head into one of the doors for the Blood Feast. You come out to this room. You want to eventually head up here to the left and take one of these doors to the Corridors of Dark Salvation. Alright, and we'll keep making our way up the tower. Take care of the enemies in this room. And once you take care of the two small enemies in this room, you want to head over to the door to the Plane of Oblivion. The other two doors in here will be locked. So let's head into this one. So from the entrance right here, we'll head in here. Alright, and this is the pathway you might have seen if you looked up. So we're going to go from the one tower to this one over here, using this pathway. Over to the Reaper's Sprawl.
In the cage! Over here!
You should mine!
Over here! Quickly!
So we'll have this very angry, very unfriendly guy greet us when we get to the top of the tower. So we'll want to take him out. Just be careful. He does a pretty good amount of damage, this guy.
In the cage! Over here! Over here!
If you have trouble, you can just lure him over to here and jump over, and he'll just fall down to his death. But you want to go down and loot his body to get a key off him. So yeah, go down, and then he'll have this Sigil Keep Key. So now that we have that, we can go back and open a door we passed by earlier. Okay, so let's run back. So once we make our way back into this room, we can turn left and open the door to the Citadel Hall that was locked previously. We use the Sigil Keep Key. Once we enter that door, you want to head up here. Be careful, there are some traps. And once you get to this spot, it's easy just to run straight and keep going that way, but you'll want to make a right-hand turn and go into this door to the Blood Feast. If you go to the top platform here, there'll be a portal we can take that'll take us up a few levels. Keep climbing up here, and eventually you'll find two different doors. This one's easy to open, and then there's another one over here, which is very easy. Either way, you can open them with the Sigil Keep Key, so it doesn't matter. So now we're in the final area. There'll be a tougher enemy in here, so you want to be careful. Let's see if we can get a sneak attack on him. The one mage on the second floor And there's a much higher level guy on the top floor. Let's see if I can get a sneak on him. Oh, dang. Did you just fall down? Okay. Just try to keep your distance if you can. And let's loot him. Alright, so 2 enemies in here, nothing too crazy. But once you take care of the 2 enemies, you want to head up to the top. You want to go over to the Sigil Stone and activate it. And once you do that, you're going to be teleported outside. You'll be teleported right back to where the Oblivion Gate was, right at the entrance to Kavach. So let's go back and talk to the captain.
I lie down and close my eyes.
You close the gate.
So we'll have to head back inside with the captain and take out the remaining enemies inside Kavach.
That's the best you can do.
Once you take out the remaining enemies, we'll want to speak with the captain.
We wipe the bastards out.
So let's head back into the chapel. We'll make sure all these civilians are safe. And once all the civilians are safe inside, you'll speak to the captain one last time, and that will complete the quest, Breaking the Siege of Kavach. And at this point, you can either talk to the captain and then continue on and do the quest, the Battle for the Castle Kavach. As you exit out of the chapel, you'll see Brother Martin outside. And at this point, you can either continue on and help the captain to defend the castle Kavach, or you can escort Brother Martin.
Hello, my friend.
Alright, now we can actually speak to Brother Martin
I admit I've
to finish up this quest.
story.
And we'll want to get him to the Weynon Priory.
Destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say.
So at this point, Brother Martin will follow you around, help you out. You can use him as a follower if you want. Otherwise, if you just want to complete the quest, we can go over fast travel to Weynon Priory. Once you make it back to Weynon Priory, that will complete the quest for Find the Heir, and it's going to start up the quest called Weynon Priory. Alright everybody, so that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time.